Hello everyone and welcome back to City Skylines 2 with me, Matt, and we are back, baby. That is right. There have been some major changes literally from the first episode of this season to this one. We have bridges and ports. We now have bicycles. Actually, we already had bridges and ports. Never mind, I'm an idiot. And we have bicycles going on. Holy moly, we actually have a new update of another type of people or group of people that are actually going to make this game and kind of run it from not scratch, but run it moving forward. What the heck is going on? We don't know, but we're here to find out. But again, you're not here for the news. Oh, heck no. You are here for the incredible building. That is right. So with all that, go ahead and sit back, relax, enjoy the episode, and of course, enjoy the building of Hermosa Isles. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to Hermosa Isle. Hope we're all doing well. Hope we're all hanging in there. Hope we're all doing decent with the very interesting news that has come up. Obviously, bicycles are now in the game, which makes things even more interesting. And we also got news that Paradox is not going to be doing the game updates moving forward, so we'll see how that looks in the year 2026, considering this is being recorded in November of 2025. That is right, so we'll see what happens with that. But for today, a lot of it was just letting the game run so that any of the updates can work themselves out. Ooh, autosave right there. But yeah, all these things can be updated and all that. In the middle of the update, I did get to Large Village, so I was able to do that for sure. And of course, the great thing is our money is growing, so that's always a wonderful thing. And our population is kind of steady around that 1,500 number. We've got some green arrows in the back, as you might have just seen. But yeah, we're getting some good things going over here. Also, while I was letting this bad boy run, there was a lot more traffic going on just because of, well, some interesting things. Because if we take a look-sees over here, we have trucks that can come up here, they'll go up here. But do we really have a good way to connect to our good old industrial manufacturing? Yes and no, to be perfectly frank. Yes and no. But that is something maybe to be figured out at a later date, which is not right now. One thing I do want to see is, let's look at our roads here. Woo! Roads. Roundabouts. There they are. There's our one-way bicycle paths. Those looking good. We also have a wide divided wide pedestrian bicycle path. Man, I can't talk. I'm curious, does this fit into this? It does. Can we? Oh boy, we can. Can we update this a little bit? Oh, we can. Let's take off snapping here. Can we do something like that? Oh, that would be great. There we go. That looks great. All right. So yeah, so that we do have some bicycle paths to get from one way or the other. Is that a scooter? Yeah, we have a person on a scooter over here. And they actually do follow the traffic lights, which is actually very interesting. And of course, a little city car, then they're off to the races. I don't know where they're going. Hopefully they're just going to the store, but yeah, so we got some interesting things going on here. Part of this is we do need to start updating some of this for sure. And I need to be able to two-way bicycle path. I'm curious, can I? Okay, can't update that. Can I update that? Nope, can't update that. Nope, that's grass. Can I do that? A double bicycle lane? I think we need to start doing this throughout. Let's do a bike lane. Oh yeah, I think what we're gonna do a bike lane on this side so that we can get rid of some of this parking, which I think would be great. Over here, oh, can't update that, so we're gonna do anarchy on that bad boy because, you know, game. Because game. And then we'll do a bike path down here. Because we have to remember, when we do a bike path, it kind of takes away some of the parking. And so that may require us to do something a little bit different in regards to parking. So we might be able to get maybe some parking lots back here. Let's see what we can do here, because I think I have parking on, if I remember correctly. Domes parking spaces. I do not actually, but I have a lot of that. 2 parking areas. I think that'd be great. Let's unlock that. So that can help us out with this. 2x2s. Okay, this could work. There we go. Because I think that will help too in regards with people coming and going and so on and so forth. So I think that will be great. And yeah, I think that's going to be great too. Also having our bike lane on the right hand side. Because again, if we're going to be over here, we want to make sure our luxurious people over here, even though their average wealth is poor, is a lot better off than everywhere else, obviously, for obvious reasons. So yeah, so I think that's going to work out perfectly. Again, it's going to help a lot to have bike lanes. But also we have our traffic tool essentials are back and up and running, which is quite nice. So we now have vanilla. We have custom face, or we have split phasing. We have custom, which is a wonderful. But we can also do that. We can allow turning on red. We can have an exclusive, such as that. I actually don't know what that means. But yeah, now our Traffic Tools Essentials has been updated and is actually now really, really good. So I'm blanking on it, but I'll put their name up on screen now. But they took it over from the original, which again, I'll put their name on here now, to be able to continue this and kind of make it to what it was in City Skylines 1. So I think that's going to be wonderful. So let's do split phasing, allow turning on red, and exclusive. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Because this also means we can do lane connectors here. We're going to remove those. We're going to remove unsafe stuff. And we're going to do that. So yeah, I think that's going to be... Yeah, there we go. That is what we needed. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of jumble up here a little bit. And if memory serves me correctly, let's just do one. Okay, still can't do that. Where is a good old intersection? With this intersection, we can do a custom phase and we can edit it. So that means that now, ladies and gents, we can now do things such as what we were able to do in City Skylines 1. That is right. We can now make adjustments. We can do timers. We can do all this stuff that you were able to do in City Skylines 1. It can now be done in City Skylines 2. How wonderful is that? Oh, props. Again, I'll put the new owner or the new upkeeper of the Traffic Tools Essentials up on the screen right now. So if you're wanting to do it, you now have the ability to get it from the good old PDX mods and all that. So yes, so that is wonderful. Which I love, 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 love. Oh, okay. Well, this burned down, which means, A, we're going to regrow that because, yep. But one thing that we do need, because it came in for our large village. If we go to our large village, go to our milestones, we now have fire and rescue. That is right. We now have fire and rescue coming in here. And police administration, so on and so forth. Then the question becomes, where the heck do we put these? I'm thinking something a little central, so maybe like over here. So if we take a look at, beach parks. All right, that works. If we take a look at this, we have a USA Northeast. We have, where's our Southwest? A USA Southwest. Fire engines 4, workplace 12. Can be upgraded with maintenance facilities. Okay. So I'm thinking, I kind of want to maybe put it over here. I think that might help out tremendously to put it over here. Because it will be, of all of this is kind of one of the most centralized locations. Because you'd be able to get onto here, go up here, go down here to get over to our farms, but you'll also be able to get to our houses and our schools and so on and so forth, which I think I'm going to redo this area too, because it's kind of bugging me a little bit. So I may be redoing that today too. But let's go ahead and do a little fire area over here and a little police area. Alrighty, so after a little bit of work, we have our police station, which is probably bigger than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. We also put a fence around it, or two fences technically. One on the right side, kind of as a brick and kind of wrought iron, which actually looks really nice, as well as kind of our fence with some barbed wire on top, considering it is a police station, so yeah, duh. We kind of did the same thing over here when it comes to the fire, because we also have, again, two fences over here, kind of a lower fence type of thing, and then a higher fence, if you will, to come out there. So I think that's going to look quite nice, if I do say so myself. That does look really, really, really nice. So I think that is looking really, really good for us and our city. So if we come out here, obviously our money did go down a lot because of that. But if we come over and we look at our fire, average fire hazard, 100%. Or sorry, 27%. I'm like 100%. Nope, 27%. Alrighty. It goes that quickly. And if we look at our policia, our jail availability is great. Average crime probability, 2%. That is right. We got people out and about, traveling, traversing, doing what they need to do. But also does help to have come right here, get on this connection to go up and over there. So I think that is, this was a great place to do this over here. Hey, so our next stop is we kind of need to start building, because we're not losing money, but we ain't gaining money either. And that's not the best of things. We could, what I'm thinking here is I might just put some buildings down here to kind of help things out, at least to get things going. So what are these? Southwest medium density housing. Okay, so let's look at this. Go to our Southwest. I don't want that. We will put those in. So I think those will will help us out a little bit in regards to this. Do I have any parks? I don't have any parks yet. Just a beach one and all that. But I don't think I've unlocked that yet, have I? Yeah, basic parts, that's not until milestone 4 as well. All right. That's not until milestone 4, but I think this, like I said, I think this is going to help us out tremendously, get some people in, get some more taxes being done. I think that would be great to have, to say the least. How's our school doing? Okay, students, 194 out of 400. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, but I think overall, our little Hermosa Isle is doing quite well. If we look at our happiness, the only thing that's different is our high noise pollution. That is what it is. You know, sometimes you can get rid of it, sometimes you can't, and most of the time I don't really care because it's usually at -1 anyways. So yeah, it is what it is. What is over here? Our small clinic, as well as our parish church. That's right. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I do also want to redo this area. So yeah, so I think that will look great. I think that's going to look a lot better if I do say so myself. Because then what this can do, this can maybe come out here, come down. Then this road can kind of continue to like maybe over here. Ooh. Buddy, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Or I can continue up and kind of go along this side, but also might need to go up and over, then underneath, and so on and so forth. Okay, how many do I have left that I can do? Okay, so I have 1. This is a huge one over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can do 5 more. And so what I might do, because again, this is a decent looking area, if I do say so myself. I said decent, not the best, decent. But what I might do, I might connect this to this. So let's go out here. Let's get to here. Nope. Well, let's redo that because that was terrible. There we go. Okay. Because then maybe we can put something in here to help out this area and maybe turn this more into like to beaches or something like that. I think that wouldn't be bad. Okay, yeah, this area is looking so much better. And you know what we can do? We can put even more parking. Let's go. Oh, where's my small parking? That's too big. Too big. There we go. Just little small ones dotted here and there to kind of help out. Again, parking, relieve some areas. Oh boy. Wait a second. I also need to start putting in some bicycle stands areas to kind of help out here as well. Let's delete that. Yep, because we need to start putting in some bicycle stands for people to start riding their bikes. I think would be a good one. Okay, can't do anything there. Maybe down here? Probably not. Yeah, maybe down here somewhere. But anyways, no matter what, we do need to start putting in some bicycle areas. Small bike shelter. Small bike storage. Oh. Parking hall. Oh boy, okay. I don't know how many bikes this can hold. So... Oh, okay. Underground bicycle hall, workplace 2. I don't want a workplace for it. A large one. Holy cow. Holy moles. All right, let's just do a small one here, huh? Let's just do a small one. Make sure that people are getting to where they need to go. I think that will help out tremendously. I kind of impacted this, but yeah, I think right next to this would be great. Maybe right there would be great as well. Again, just trying to get more and more people to bike, to work, to truly start to help out the community. Yeah, I think that'd be good right there. Wow, there's really like not much over here, huh? Put one there. Put one there. Again, to show people how serious we are about bicycles. Because howdy doody, we are about it. All right. We already got a couple. Oh, wow. We actually got more than a couple bikes. But we got some good bikes going around here. I like it. Get some bike parking up in here. I like it. How are you doing over here? Okay. And does this can do 2 per stand? Oop, auto save. Oh, a little scooter. Okay, so this can do 2 per stand. So it's a 3x5. So that's 30 bikes or scoots that we can do. Right? Make sure my math is correct. 3 times 5, 15. Double that. Yeah, 30. Perfect. Okay, scoots. Yeah, we can do 30 scoots. I think that's going to be great. I like that. There we go. So yeah, so then we can get some more bikes going. That's looking good. How's it going over here? Nothing over there yet. That's fine. Nothing over there yet. That's fine. What about over here? Not so much, but again, this is our work area. And this, to be honest, part of this actually may change. Not these two, because I think those are in great places. But yeah, okay. We're getting some bicyclists going here. Heck yeah. I like it. All right, so after kind of a little bit of time, obviously putting in our bike lanes, putting in some bike parking, as well as our police and fire, and then rearranging a little bit of our medical clinic and our church, i.e. our cemetery. We got a decent looking area. The only thing that's kind of an issue is our traffic, but I think that's gonna kind of work its way out, considering this is our main way in and out. So I think that is gonna be kind of a brutal one, if you will. But yeah, I think we'll get there, to be perfectly honest. I think I want to update this. Well, first and foremost, get rid of that. I do not want you going there, but I do want you to do that. I think I want to do the same thing here too. Nope, I want this one. I don't want you to go straight. I want you to just do that. And I think that is going to help out some. Because the people that need to go straight will go straight. This is going to take a little bit of time for everything to work. So I think that is going to be that. That's fine. Perfect. So yeah, so let's see if we can fix a little bit of this traffic and what it might look like. Alrighty, so after a little bit of time and of course some 3 times speed and maybe some cars despawning, we got this wonderful wonderful work. As you can see, trucks kind of come down at the top roundabout and kind of go around to go to where they need to go. So that kind of works, but it doesn't work if there's a bunch of traffic. So let's get out of here. Ooh, we hit milestone 4. Ha, dang, baby. That is right. We're at the Grand Village. Let's look at our progression panel. Of course, new signature buildings. Woohoo! Go us. I haven't put any in. We can now create districts. We have now transportation overview. Roads, transportation. We can now start doing parks. We can start doing parks in there now, which is wonderful. We got playgrounds and all that, which is going to be wonderful. And we also have, well, the big one is, nope, wrong one, development. We can now do transportation. So now we can do trains, which is great for us. Let's slow this down. We're on the decline. Lack of entertainment, you say? Lack of entertainment. Do you know what that means? That means we need to put in some parks. And a small beachfront wouldn't be bad. Maybe something over here. But yeah, maybe a small little beach area like this wouldn't be bad. Okay. Had to use anarchy because it overlaps. All right, so let's start kind of moving some things around here to kind of make this thing look a little bit better for everyone. There we go. Something like that wouldn't be bad. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to move this sand if I can. And before I do that, I'm going to do an auto save or a save so that if something does go wrong, I can just go back to my save and be happy. So give me a second. Let me save. I'll be right back. All right. So after a little bit of work, and to be honest, only one mistake where the sand disappeared. I know, only once. You're like, Matt, how's that possible? And I go, guess what? I don't know how it's possible, but it is what it is. And we got a wonderful looking beach area down here. We got people able to walk if they need be. And of course, we do have some places for people to sit, do their thing. We do need to start kind of cleaning up some of these trees. So I am going to kind of go through and start getting rid of some of the bigger ones and just leave some of the palm trees in here. I think would be a great thing. All right, yeah, so something like that wouldn't be bad considering it is the fall time. You know, so of course these trees are going to look the way they do, but not bad whatsoever. Yeah, I think those are going to look great. Of course, we have some areas over here to help out too. So I think that is also going to be great as well. But yeah, but that should give us a little bit more of leisure time and things for people to do, i.e. is go to the beach. Do we do a small little community down here? Would we be able to? You know, that's kind of the bigger question. Is would we be able to? All right, so of course, getting some housing into here a little bit. Got our bike path, able to kind of go all the way around if need be. I think that's gonna be a wonderful thing to say the least. I think that's gonna look great. And having these little parks in here are also wonderful. And of course, our biggest thing that we need to do, we do need to do some landscape. And of course, we got our coconut palms, our chestnuts and our alders in here. There we go. So something like that. Again, I didn't want it to be the hardest whatsoever, but get more palm trees in there than there were like alder or chestnut trees, because they do give some color, and we do like a little bit of color, especially during the fall time. but I think this will help out tremendously, to say the least. I think this is looking like a really good community. Yeah, I think this is looking like a really good community for people just to kind of live in. All right, ladies and gents, if this area looks a little bit different, that's because it is. My traffic was getting pretty unbearable. That is right. I had a roundabout like right about here, maybe about right here. And then I kind of had a little funky road and things weren't looking great as traffic was backing up through here. However, what I did was I put a little 3x3 or a 6-lane road through, going all the way through. Hello. And what I did for my lights and all that was so the left side only goes to the left, the one in the middle only goes straight. And what I did was I put it so, let's just take a look-sees for all of them, so that it can go into all 3 lanes. And then to the right, I just went to the right, as well as I made it so that our lights, they do give at least one phase for people to cross. What also I did was I took out this alleyway that went all the way through, and I got rid of it because it was causing so much traffic. More traffic than it was worth, because this was kind of our main way in and out of our community, specifically Hermosa Isle, from where we are currently at. Granted, we haven't put in any any districts. There's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, so we did that. I also upgraded this area a little bit as well. I kept our medium density there. I kept medium density along this way, but then I switched to our row housing as well as some single family homes in here as well. And what I might do is there's plenty of room for pathing, which is great. Plenty of room for landscaping, which is great as well, to kind of help out these things too. Because, you know, our area is starting to look a little bit better. I think after we got our road maintenance vehicles in, I think that's going to help out tremendously. That is for sure. And yeah, I think things are going to kind of be coming back and doing what they need to do, which I think will be great to have in here. And of course, my money has gone down, and I'm not getting my $2,000 to $3,000 per hour. I'm only getting my $980 per hour, which means we may need to expand to our new little area, either over here or over here. So let me know in the comments down below which area I should expand to next. Either this big old area right here, we'll call this area 1, or this area over here, so we'll call this like area 2. So yeah, so either 1 or 2, up to you. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below of which area I should expand to. And kind of to tie this whole thing up, I mean, again, redoing this area completely, adding in our police and our fire, adding in our road maintenance depot, adding in kind of some beach parks. Obviously, our maintenance is not great because I don't have... Do I even have my park maintenance in? I don't think I do. Where's my parks? I don't even have my park maintenance going on. Park service gate. Where's my maintenance? Maintenance. Yeah, I don't even have my park maintenance depot yet. Oh my goodness. I just have to unlock it. I don't even know how much it costs. How much does it cost? Park maintenance? Oh, it just costs 1. All right. There we go. There we go. We can do that though. We can do that. But again, it also costs like $90,000, and it is also huge. And I can't take up more, and I don't want to take up more of this area. So yeah, so we do have that going on as well. But we also did this little area down here. I think this is looking great. We just spammed some different types of palm trees. Because again, not everything needs to be prim and proper, because that's kind of not how nature kind of works in a way. So it's kind of nice to kind of just scatter some trees around and not get hiccups anywhere. And of course, adding our bike as well as our walking paths down here as well. So if people wanted to do their thing, they're more than welcome to do their thing. So to kind of end this episode, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some landscaping. Not a lot, because you know me and landscaping, not the best whatsoever. But I think we're going to start doing some landscaping to kind of tie this whole thing up. So let's go ahead and do that and kind of see where we're at after everything is all said and done. Alrighty, that's going to be it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And of course, if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as it greatly helps me out. And of course, don't forget to leave a comment saying, hey, Matt, don't forget about this. Hey, Matt, don't forget about that. Or hey, those changes are looking pretty dang decent. And of course, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful rest of your week. Stay hydrated. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.